Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We've got a lot of people signed up to join us today. I think Nellet said we had 30, was it
7,
38? 36?
37.
37, right between 37. So we're going to take just a couple of minutes and let everybody get a chance to get logged in. We'll go through all the official stuff in just a minute. So just hang tight. We're going to get started really soon. It's great to see so many of you already here, but we'll go through housekeeping and all that kind of stuff, and then away we'll go. It'll be super fun.
I can see there's a couple of people who's already joined us. I see there's Sherry and Lisa. Hi, Lisa and Sherry. And Jameson from
Yes.
Stanford. Harissa and Harry. Harry was one of the first looks that I made when I started. And Claire and Emmy. Hi, Emmy.
Lots of cheese heads here. That makes me happy.
That's right. So, funny story. In our previous webinar, Chris had a foam finger, the cheese,
The cheese dagger. Yes.
That one. And I was like, is it a foam finger? And he explained to me that it's a cheese dagger. And
Yes.
I need to get it right because it's very important. So I learned.
Anybody on here who's a Packers fan will understand what it's all about.
Yes.
It's all good. All right, we're gonna wait just one more minute. We see some hellos from folks. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're joining us from. So far, we're up to 20. This is fantastic. This is already one of our highest attended AMAs, so it's great to have everybody here.
Yes.
Got a few more people that we're waiting on to jump in, but no worries. I hope the weather is beautiful wherever you are today. In the chat, I would love to hear what it's like where you are today, so I'm going to start. Larry, that's awesome.
Nice.
Hey, Larry.
It is actually, it's always good. It's always good to see Atanas up and about, always.
Yeah. I'm laughing at his comment. He said it is sunny, breezy, and beautiful. I feel like that should be on a beach somewhere. That sounds like it's wonderful, and I also want to be there, please. Sunny and warm in Wisconsin. Yay!
Yes, it is too nice to be inside. That is the truth.
Yes.
Absolutely. You have my permission to leave early today. I don't know if that's good for anything, but get outside. Absolutely.
And that's a perfect segue to say, if you have to leave, that's okay, because a recording will be sent to you afterwards.
Yes. Especially to go outside.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. So I think we're going to get started. We've got 25 of us here, which is great. If we have more that jump in, that's totally fine too. 50 indoor county is a little cold. No, thank you. Ooh. But first, I want to welcome everybody here. We're so glad to have you. Today's webinar is an AMA. That stands for Ask Me Anything. It really should be AUA, Ask Us Anything, but it's all good. So all of you are customers. We've got some really great brain power here. I'm just going to go over housekeeping rules, but before we jump in and get started. So first of all, my name is Chris Estrella. I'm the government content insider for both TownWeb and HeyGov. Some of you might know me. I was a former clerk back in Wisconsin many, many moons ago. Now I work for the company, digging it, have some great colleagues that are here along with me, so I want to introduce them as well. Below me on my screen is Atanas. He is one of our project managers. He's also one of my experts that whenever I have a question, I start with him. So if you have kind of some of those technical questions, we might start with Atanas. We might not. We might save it for later. We'll see. It's kind of a choose your own adventure. And then diagonally to me, I've got Anna, who is on our support team. She's fantastic. She's been with us for a little while, but she's getting so much knowledge and she knows so much already in such a short amount of time. Don't shake your head. You know how cool you are. But we're Atanas and Anna, and please correct me if I'm saying, is it Anna or Anna?
It's fine both ways. I mean, here is
right,
Anna, but yeah, it's Anna. It's fine. Yeah,
all right,
no
perfect.
worries.
If they can't answer whatever questions you guys have, we're going to make a note of it and we're going to get back to you on it. So if you can't get an answer today for whatever reason, by all means, we will make a note of it. We have everybody's contact information. And finally, that's why Nellet is here on my screen. She's right over there. Nellet is the background, and she's running all this from kind of behind the scenes. So anything that we can't answer, contact information, anything like that, she's got it all. She mentioned this already. This is being recorded, so if you have to jump off for any reason, if you have to, to go outside, hopefully where it's nice or anything like that, you're going to get a copy of this. No big deal. Couple other things really quick. When we get started, and it will be very momentarily, drop your questions in the question tab. So on the right, there's two tabs. On the bottom, on the right, there's chat and there's questions. Chat is for kind of fun stuff, maybe talking about how gross it is outside, like Brandy is, anything like that. But for when we actually have questions, and feel free to start dropping them in right now. Drop a question in, it will appear on the screen, and then we will try and answer it as best as we can. Oh yeah, allergies. I don't feel that, but my wife does. She definitely has seasonal allergies, and yeah, I definitely feel for you. So I'm gonna open up the floor. Whatever questions that you guys have, unleash the fury. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's solve some problems. We might be able to do some of this live. We might be able to do some of this in 5 minutes. It might take some more work, but give us your questions and we'll get started on it. North Carolina is yellow. I'm sorry. Oh.
Okay. We have our first question from.
We have a winner.
Ayana, Ayana, can I just say that you officially get 1,000 points. That is absolutely of no use to you, but you get brownie points for being first in line.
All right. What is the easiest way to add media photos to my library? That is an excellent question.
Anna, I think this one is for you.
Definitely, this is for town web and for tech support for the thing that I'm here for. So basically, it depends where you want it posted. The safest option is to put it in media library, of course, on the dashboard. You have it on the dashboard, and then you can just link it from there. Or maybe if you want to post it immediately, like maybe through news and notices as a post, you can post it from your let's say folder on your computer directly to that part, and then you will have it in the media library. No questions asked. If you want to try to find it later, it will be in the media library. So either both ways are working perfectly normal. Yeah. I hope this answers the question.
I was about to say, Ayana, do you need Anna to show you how to upload pictures to your media library, or to post it in using notices? Save your pictures where you can find them. Yes. Diana says I can load them myself. That's perfect. Well done.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need to see.
And then I see Adrienne doesn't have any questions, but she just wants to see what the back end looks like for the person who will actually be making those updates.
Yeah, I can share my screen if they want to wait 1 second. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Let me check it. So basically, this is what it's going to be like for them. So this is the dashboard right here. Can you see it? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so this
Yes.
is the dashboard basically, and here is where the magic happens. So here is the media library part right here, the portion. So you can click, and then you have this plus sign, add media, or if you want to do it directly where you want to get it posted, so news and notices, for example, then you click on create a post, and then you can add a picture here directly from your computer, for example, like this, or you can just go here and then upload it from this part here. So add media file, click it, and then you're going to open the folder from your computer where you can just place it here. So yeah.
Thank you for showing that, Anna. I think
No
that's I
problem.
think it's great for everybody to see that anyways, just as a good reminder. That's awesome.
Yep.
We have another question from Jameson.
Jameson, yes.
My village does not have a .gov page yet. What do we have to do to get that? Yes. Yes. I'm so glad somebody asked this question. Guess what? I'm going to answer it. Woohoo! This is something that we can absolutely help you with. I actually teach a class that focuses on this a little bit, but we also have a website completely devoted to this, and we can share that with you either before or during or after. But essentially what I'll tell you is kind of the quick and dirty version of what you have to do. You, being the village, have to sign up for a .gov address with the federal .gov registrar, and you have to start that process. Once you work through that process, and it is, again, it's a federal government operation, so it's going to take a little while. I've interacted with some folks who have said it can take up to 2 months, maybe even a little bit longer. But essentially what you have to do is upload a letter from your chief elected official saying you want to do this and what you want your website domain to be, blah, 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 blah. There's a little bit more, but that's kind of the long and short of that part. Once they get it and they approve it, then they will reach out to you and they will ask, who is your technical contact? And that's when you say town web design. Then the federal government will look over to us and we will take it from there. But again, this isn't anything, and I used to work in government, so and Atanas did well, so we understand this. Government doesn't move very quickly at all. So it's going to take some time, but you can do it. It is free. The federal government does not charge for it. Also, we don't charge for it. So it's a free service that we will help you navigate and go through. And then at the end of it, you will have a .gov website. So what I'll do, I'm going to go, because I know where that link is. I'm going to grab that and I'll drop it in the chat in just a moment. And you can just grab that, and that's where you have to get started. I believe you have to have a DUNS number, that's DUNS, and you might also have to have a SAM number, SAM. I can't quite remember. But everything on the website that I will share has literally a step-by-step process of what you need to take care of to get that going. So if you have questions, you can reach out to us, but really we can't. I don't want to say we can't help. We can kind of help, but we really can't help until you go through that federal process and then we're identified as your technical contact. I'm so happy I got to answer your question. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I feel so smart right now.
It's also
hilarious. It's hilarious.
It's a very good thing to ask, because so I learned on Tuesday that there's 34,000 municipalities in the US, of which only 7,000 of them have .gov sites, and so it's the easiest way that you can protect your municipality and make it I don't want to say legal, make your municipal website stand out as the real entity for your municipalities. So Chris is spot on. Okay, we have a next question from Brandy.
All right, next question. Can we make our own button? After the upgrade/update, residents are upset because the Pay Now button is gone and they can't find it. I definitely cannot answer this one. I'm not sure who can.
I think it's a mixture between Town Web and then Atanas can jump in and then probably get a link for it. Because if it's a pay now button, it depends if you're paying through HeyGov or if you're using another payment link, basically. So those are two different things. But with the button, we can definitely help you with that. We can just make a button on the page that you want the button to be posted on, and then we can just link it. If not, then you can just jump on a training with our lovely colleague Nikita, and then you can learn how to make a button on your own. And then you can post it on page wherever you want and link it as well.
Brandy just answered in the chat. She says she is using HeyGov. So, Atanas,
Yes.
you're up.
So yeah, Brandy, I was looking at your website. I can see that it's available on the right-hand side to submit requests and do online rentals. Same with the online forms. But I do believe that if you want, the Town Web team can add something like online rentals or online permits on the main page. I know your site very well, to be honest. So I think that you can add buttons in pages, but Town Web can add them to the main page. Does that help? Yeah. So the yellow thing on the right hand side is something that we see that fewer and fewer people are using. So adding a button on the main homepage will be much thank you for saying that, will be much more appreciated. So I'll send you more details.
Yep, definitely. We
I
can
don't have
make it work.
Yeah, I don't have the access to add on that part. I can do like a menu, stuff like that, but not on that part, I think.
It's okay. Thank you so much, Brandy. We will make it happen. And I think we have another question from
Oh, I love questions.
from Stephanie. You're definitely in the right place, and we love having all the newbies coming in.
All right. Stephanie is a newbie. Welcome. You haven't run away from being a clerk yet, so that's all good. We're happy that you're here. I just received my credentials this morning. I want to add the ability for users to reserve town facilities on the website. Is this possible with Town Web? Yes. We would also like the ability to add payments. Is this something that Town Web offers? Also, yes. Atanas, you want to tackle this one?
Sorry, Chris. So
No, it's all good.
I think that you should help out Stephanie more. Was it Stephanie? Yeah. No.
Yes. Stephanie and I need to have a meeting, don't we?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Because I can go into the details of like how things work, what they
I'll take care of
do,
that.
how we make reconciliation easy.
Yep.
Larry and Brandy can also attest to how it works. But I think that in order to sort out the details of what Stephanie actually needs, would be like to have a separate discussion with you.
Stephanie, I or Nellet, I don't know which one of us will get to it first, but I or Nellet will send you an email with a link to my calendar, and you and I will talk about that. But the short answer is yes and yes. I love short answers. I love long answers too, but I love short answers. And you are very welcome. Let's go back to the questions and see if we have any more. Oh, we have another one. Yes. This is from Jennifer. Do you know the difference between HeyGov and the GovPay link we currently use through AllPaid in our court? This will be a selling factor to make changes for getting other parts of our municipality to begin taking credit card payments.
So I can answer that. I can answer that for Jennifer.
Oh, Atanas is already on it. So Atanas, go nuts. The floor is yours.
So the GovPay is through AllPaid. HeyGov is through TownWeb, basically. HeyGov is the sister company of TownWeb. And here you can see several people like Brandy, like Larry. I don't know if I'm missing any awesome people here. They already, and some of them I already switched from to HeyGov, because the way we are building our solutions, it's not only for online payments, but it's also in a way where you can also have online forms embedded through the website, online reservations, payments, utility bills, or you name it. And the idea for the HeyGov online payments and like the digital suite is that it's very easy for residents. For example, they don't create accounts, they don't create anything, they just go in, pay, and you receive the payment. Also, we have focused on making reconciliation as easy as possible. We have like these little deposit steps and stuff like that that make it easy for your day-to-day for reconciliation. So it's two different systems from two different companies. One is designed to be very robust, the other one very easy to use. So it will depend on you.
This is why Atanas is here. If he doesn't know it, then it doesn't exist.
So Jennifer is asking another question. Now this is far more technical, and I would love to answer. She's asking, how differently will the ACH post to the accounts for journal entries? So we don't have things like journal entries or stuff like that. We have the ability for residents to pay online with credit cards and with ACH. And I'll show you now how that type of reconciliation, like as you call them, journal entries, looks. So let me just jump into our testing site. So this is the main, I would say, differentiator, but it also depends on your treasurer. So it's not only ACH, it's online payments and with cards and ACH and tricks like other tricks. For example, with online payments, it takes all online payments are sent at the end of the day as a batch payment. We know that. That's why we created a deposits tab. Here, you can actually open every deposit. So you're looking at your bank statement and you're looking at HeyGov, and you can correlate all the individual payments in certain deposits. Here, for example, we have 3 of them. Now, that's one thing that works and how it works with HeyGov. And the other thing is we have features like this, request a payment. Can any one of you like share with me your phone number? Jennifer, would you mind sharing your phone number? I want to show you how this works. Brandy and the others probably already know. A cell phone.
I was going to volunteer mine, and then I realized what you were doing and realized that that wouldn't work so well.
Yeah. I'm adding Jennifer's phone. I'll just do it like this.
The old 414 area code. Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
So Jennifer, I can do this for emails and I can do this for text messages. You probably already got the text message asking you to pay $100 to Willow Bay. So the same types of features and systems live within HeyGov. It's not only about paying by card online or paying by ACH and then reconciling it pretty easy. It's also about having these little things that help make your life easier. The reason why we have those is not because we are very smart, but because we actually work with people like Brandy and Larry to learn and develop these systems. It's not that like all of a sudden our brain grew this big and we could do it. It's because we talked with people like you.
That was an outstanding explanation and show. That was beautiful.
Thank you. I still
Like
have
you-
fever, brain. I've been sick for 3 days. I do hope I've helped.
Ooh, it looks like we might have another question.
Yay. Let's put it up.
Okay. How many municipal facilities can I show using the tool? Well, if we're talking about, I'm going to try and answer this one. If we're talking about HeyGov, as far as I'm aware of, there is not a limit on the number of facilities that we can show. Is that correct, Atanas?
That is correct. Technically, the highest number of facilities is in one municipality is 312, but that's including like boat slips.
Okay.
But for like venues, separate venues, it's 60 something. So mainly Sheboygan uses our system for online rentals.
Yep.
That's quite helpful. I mean,
That's a great question.
67 binders I don't really want to deal with. Sorry. Okay, we have another question from
All right.
from Diana. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Is it Aina or Diana? I'm gonna do the question.
All right. When you first log into our website, it brings up the picture we use for the background, but it doesn't say our town name on it. Can you add that for us, or can I do that somehow? I think this might be an Anna question.
Yeah, I'm just checking now to see what Diana is talking about. So Diana, you're referring to the dashboard, correct?
Or are you talking about
Yes.
the big picture on the front of your website?
Yeah. Yes, to both.
Yes, to
Okay.
both.
Excellent. Okay, so
Awesome.
I can see what you're talking about. Yes, we can add that for you. Definitely not a problem. So you want to have like a logo or maybe the title or of the municipality over the picture, overlaying the picture. It's not a problem. We can do that. Yeah. I can try to do it right now while we are talking, so you can just see how that looks like. If not, definitely you can leave your email. But I know Town of Dexter, so I'm gonna do it. If not now, maybe after this. But we are going to get it done. Don't worry.
Excellent. Let me just check in the chat really quick. And it is pronounced Diana, like Princess Diana. It's a great way to say it. Love that.
I love that. I'm like, no.
Yes. It looks like we might have another question.
Oh, yay.
This is from Jameson, and Jameson asks, how difficult has the transition been for the public to learn and acclimate to a new .gov domain name? I am the Village of Stamford clerk, but we also have a Town of Stamford, and it gets very confusing. I'm going to tackle this one based on my experience. My very first clerk position was at the Town of Blooming Grove in Dane County, Wisconsin, and we used to get phone calls for the Town of Blooming Grove in New York State all the time, like all the time. So the fact that you guys share a name and you're just next door to each other, I totally feel that. B, I don't know that it's ever going to go away. But I think one of the things, and I'm pretty sure one of the things that we can do, and Anna, correct me if I'm wrong, we can direct your old website address to direct to the new one, the new .gov one.
Yes.
So if somebody types in, or like if you have business cards or whatever that have your old website address on it, it will automatically go to that new one. So there might be a little bit of time where there's some, I don't want to say there's some consternation, but where folks just don't know. But we can do everything that we can on our end to really mitigate that. And then kind of like any other change that you would ever experience. I mean, again, I'm going to pick on myself. When we changed trash and recycling vendors, it was a nightmare for like 6 months, and then it eventually worked itself out. I'm not saying it's going to be a nightmare. Not that at all. There might be a few weeks, a couple of weeks where it's like people don't know, but we'll do everything that we can on our end. We can help you publicize it a little bit, anything like that. But really, it shouldn't be that difficult. And I don't think. I think when you switch to that new .gov, that will also shoot up in the website results on Google as well, so that will help things as well if people are just Googling you guys. But we'll do everything we can to help you. And anybody else, please feel free to jump in if I miss something. Like, don't feel like I know everything about everything, because I absolutely don't.
Yeah, basically what you said. So that's true. You are just going to tell us that .gov domain name is going to be your primary website, and then we're going to do the migration part. So everybody that's like type in the old website address is going to jump as the new one with .gov at the end. That's it.
Fancy, fancy.
Excellent. And I see Jennifer posted in the chat that they have a town and a village as well, and the change was smoother. So again, that the process getting a .gov is relatively easy. It's just a long and somewhat tedious one, but once you get it, it will go pretty well.
We have another question from Emmy.
I love questions.
Right?
All right, Emmy, is it Emmy or I'm going to hope that's right, that it's Emmy. Correct us if we're wrong. I just got access yesterday. Congratulations. Welcome. It is hard for me to determine the architecture of the pages from the dashboard. The pages nested in the menu options or tabs are all at the same level of organization. Can you explain the tree of the various pages on a site and how I can better see this on our website? It sounds to me like you have some website development experience, Emmy. I'm going to default to one of my two, either Anna or Atanas, to answer this or to help with that, because that's even above my pay grade a little bit.
Let me just see. A town of Alaska. Let me just find it here so I can check it and see if I can get the visual. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, yes, I can see what you are talking about. Yes, I mean, we can definitely make it different when it comes to the drop downs in the primary menu, like the sub menus and the drop downs within the drop downs, if you would like. If it actually needs a little bit of, let's say, remodifying that, but yeah, that's definitely a food for thought for us and for you. So maybe if you have any plans for it, maybe you have an idea of what it would be looking like, or you want it to look like this, you can definitely just shoot an email to support at town web, and we will be able to help you there. If you have like maybe some, I don't know, maybe a drawing or whatever, you can just put it there, and then we can just see what goes where, and then we can make it happen.
Atanas, how did you do that?
My big technical brain. I clicked something I shouldn't have. But Brandy has a nice question.
I just want to say, Amy, I've made a note. So what I will do afterwards is I will shoot you an email and copy a port in just to repeat what Anna said, and then you can just reply on that.
Next question from Brandy. For reservations, are we going to be able to request payment through the reservation link? I feel an Atanas question coming on. I use it when people call to rent, and I'm just putting cash, then requesting the payment and making a note because it says I can't request payment. Drum roll, please. Atanas.
Yes, Brandy, we have started implementing the request a payment feature for each booking. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. It's been a bit harder than we expected, especially it all fell apart during testing. And that's why you have the option, but it's not usable, at least not yet. Our idea was to have it by November last year, but as I said, it's been a bit more difficult than expected. So keep with us. I'll send that product update newsletter. And when I do, you'll see that one of those things will be this.
I am laughing because we just spoke about product updates earlier this afternoon, Atanas and I. So
Yeah, unfortunately, this one doesn't have like secrets like the last one. I don't know if any one of you was here for the clerk minutes. Ask me anything, but I revealed too many secrets there.
oh, Atanas. Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah.
Jennifer did a quick follow-up. She wants to know if we can let her know when the bugs are out so she doesn't pitch the idea until it's ready.
Yes.
I think I would say watch the newsletter, the Atanas newsletter.
What kind of a bugs are we talking about for the Haga pay, the payment request? Oh yeah, so the payment request works. Everything connected to online payments works. What Brandy asked is about a new feature we are developing within the online reservation system. It's like a feature connected to a feature. It just hasn't been connected yet completely. Otherwise, everything else with online payments works. So for online reservations, what Brandy does, she probably gets, Brandy, I think it was like 20 something reservations in 2 months or something like that. All of those work completely fine without any issues. Oh, I understand. That's what, if your clerk treasurer is not tech savvy, that's completely normal. If they are not, I won't even suggest switching, or not switching until they get a training, a look at how things work, and they feel comfortable. As a company, we're not going to be the ones that will tell you what's the best thing to do. We know that our solutions are awesome. Hundreds and hundreds of municipalities are using it, but that doesn't mean they fit anyone. And if your treasurer is not tech savvy, there's two options. We can make them feel comfortable with the system because we know it works. And others like Brandy and Larry can make them feel comfortable. And option two, they don't have to switch. It's as easy as that.
That was a great question. And Atanas delivers every time. He's just the best.
Jennifer is saying also that when the board says yes, the treasurer says no. Jennifer, I would love to chat with your treasurer if you want to get on a call so I can explain all the details to them. That way, if they feel comfortable, you can have an easier life. Work from Florida if you want. Because there are some clerks, at least one clerk, that work from Florida through the Haga system. So if you want to discuss this, I can always get on a call with them and show them around so they can feel a bit more comfortable. And now I understand why you say ACH. So I've actually stayed up until 3 a.m. helping out one municipality because they launched their online payments with us 3 days before getting an audit. So I actually know how to do reconciliation, online payments, all of those things, and can help out the treasurer as well. Thank you for understanding, Jennifer. It's like we know we want to help everyone we can. So, yeah.
We have more questions.
Ooh, more questions. When will the dashboard be updated? That is a great question. It is actually in process right now, literally like right now.
So yeah, we're working very hard with the development team. There's a lot of secrets that I'm not going to reveal today.
I'm not going to either. Nope.
But Larry, you can expect something awesome. That's number one. And number two, I would say Q4 full experience. Q4 25.
Exciting times. Next question.
I love secrets too. I love that we can't share certain things. Wow. This is from Sherry. News and notices. Is there a way to prioritize them? To keep one first for a while? Is there a way to see more of them, maybe below? What is the uncategorized category? Nothing ever posts when I use this. I think this might be an Anna question.
Yes.
I see her nodding, so I'll default to Anna. But these are great questions.
Yeah, definitely a good question. So first of all, for news and notices, when you post that one that you're posting right now at the moment, that's the first one. So until you post the second one, that will be the first one that you see on the homepage. When it comes to number of news and notices, of the posts and news and notices that you see on the homepage, we can a little bit play with that number, so we can make it bigger for you, and then you can see, for example, four news and posts of news and notices on the homepage, 5 6, if it let's say adjusts well with a design. So we need to keep that in mind also. We cannot put like 10 of them, and then like the whole picture is going to be a little bit, confusing. So yeah, but we can definitely make the number of posts on the homepage bigger. If not, you can just click on the news and notices page, and there you can see all of them together. When it comes to the uncategorized category, that's usually used when you don't want to post something and then notify the subscribers. Why? When you post something on user notices, you immediately notify everybody that are subscribed to that category. So if you want to post something and you don't want them to know about it, but they will see it eventually on your website, you can use the uncategorized, and then when you post it, you can just go back and then switch it to news and notice, and then it will be visible. That's why we use that category. I hope that answers your question.
That was great, Anna. Seriously, that was fantastic.
Um, Anna, can you please show us how to do that?
Definitely. Yeah.
That's which that you spoke about. That would be
Yes,
quite
definitely. Let me
interesting.
just check, jump on the dashboard real quick. Yeah. And let me share my screen so you can see that. Okay. So this is the dashboard again. So news and notices are here. For example, let's first go to the site. I don't know if you can see the site. No. Okay. Let me just go to some other that I have here. Okay, so we are on Alaska now, for example. This is the site that you can see here, and the news and notices will be here. So we can play with this number. For example, on this site, we can see three. One,
So,
two, three.
Anna,
Anna,
Yeah, you cannot see it?
we can only see the
Okay.
dashboard right now. Now
Can
we
you
can
see
see
it
it.
now? Excellent.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to use the on Alaska, town of on Alaska for this one. So yeah,
Perfect.
news and updates. We can see three. We can move it a bit so we can see more, but for the meantime, for this time, we only can see three of them here. If you click on view more, for example, then you can see all the news and notices that are there on the website. Okay. So when it comes to the category, uncategorized, let me just share the tab. So now we're on the dashboard. We are going to go to news and notices, create a post. So for example, I'm going to see, let's say, board of review meeting, but I don't want everybody to see it. I, I don't know, for some reason. So I can just go and click on categorized, and then I can just click save. Post is published. When you check it here, it says uncategorized. But if I go again and modify it here on this pen, then I can just go and click on use and notice, save, and then it's going to be under this category, but it's not going to notify any subscribers. So that's it. It's going to be there, it's going to be visible, but again, no notifications.
I love visual aids so much. I can't even say it. Like it's silly how much I love pictures. That was awesome. Sherry, did that answer your question? I'm hoping it did. The suspense is killing me in a good way. Yes, yes. We have a winner. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Do we have other questions? We still have time. Yes, it is great for getting interrupted and being able to go back to it. Absolutely. As a former clerk, even as a Town Web and HeyGov employee, I get interrupted all the time. I totally get that. I think we all do in whatever we're doing. So absolutely, that's awesome. We have about 15 minutes left, and we still have a bunch of people left on here. And I know you're not out of questions, so feel free to throw some more questions in the question tab. We're going to monitor that and just see if we've got any more that come in. Not a huge deal if there aren't any more. I promise. I promise. But I have a feeling there's a few more out there. Looking in the chat as well. I see Jennifer's typing something. Oh, we have another one from Emmy. I knew it. I can't find an easy way for my residents to subscribe to notices on our website. How can we make it easier to find? That is an awesome question. And Atanas is already raising his hand.
I have an idea. It's not that something we've done, but it's something that I've seen make it easy for a lot of residents to pay online. So what we do is QR codes. Those QR codes, you can take them, and we can figure out a way for the QR code, when scanned, to take the resident to the subscribe page. What do you think? Good idea? Bad idea? Worse
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So that's one option. Maybe Anna has something else that they've used already.
I mean, for the subscription, we have a page subscribe, yes, and then you have like a quick link. I mean, I can say a quick link, but it's definitely like not a quick link, but it's a quick fix. Let's say it like that on the homepage. So on the homepage, it's already something that is predefined. So when you click there, it's easier for you. You just get an email and that's it. Subscribe button and that's it. If you want to choose what you want to receive, then you can go to the subscribe page and then you can check and uncheck the boxes of whether would you like to receive maybe agendas and minutes, maybe some news and notices, not all the posts, maybe something else, maybe different categories for agendas for the meeting repository. So yeah, but definitely maybe it's a bit confusing for people to find it at first. Maybe we can make it a bit more visible. Maybe we can make a button that's bigger for people so they can just click on it and then the like subscribe page is going to open up. Something like that can be done definitely. Or as Atana says, like a QR code on the homepage and that's it.
I'm just looking at it. I'm glad that you said all that, Anna, because it triggered me to go look at their website, and I see, I mean, at least for me on my MacBook, like I have to scroll like more than halfway down the page to get to their subscribe area. So maybe that's something that we could do, is we could add, and again, it's up to whatever you guys want to do, but we could create a quick link for that, or we could create a little button for that, just so it's not so far down. So at least you have it in a couple of different spots. I think that might help as well. But the QR code, I think that Atanas shared, is a fantastic idea. Putting that throughout the town. I've actually been to Alaska, so I know I'm like, oh, I've been there. But it's I think if you can put that somewhere, if you can put it out, like if you have utility bills, or when you send out tax bills, if you want to put in a little notice with those. I used to have a trifold brochure that I made that I would stick in with all of our tax bills, so I knew at least once a year everybody got something. I know it's paper, I know it's antiquated, but tax bills are paper. But really, any way that you can possibly advertise it, if it's QR codes, if it's another link on your website, it's a piece of paper. The more that you get it out there, the more that people will see it and hopefully use it. That's a challenge. I'm glad that you shared that, because it really is a challenge. It's like you have all this stuff on your website. How do you get people to use it? And that can be really hard. Like that can be really, really hard. Oh, we have another question. Oh my goodness. Media. How often should we delete this? I have a ton of agendas, etc. If I delete them under the media, will they leave my meetings and agenda area? I believe the answer to this is yes, but I'm going to default to somebody, probably Anna, to answer this from the media library.
I think that it doesn't affect us that much if you have a lot of things in the media library. You can definitely do a cleanup on your own if you want to. So for example, if you have a lot of things that are under the same name, like I don't know, maybe some images, some documents that you're like changing all the time, you can definitely erase them or delete them just for your own, let's say, knowledge, just in case, so you don't get the wrong one, or you can just get the correct one, the right one. So but like, is it affecting us or the website? Not that much.
Yeah, go ahead, Atanas. Go ahead. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I have something to add to that. Since we developed Clerk Minutes, we know that you have to save those for at least 10 years. So I do know that people are saving them in paper, but our system allows for unlimited saving. So even though it looks like a lot, I would err on the caution side, so you don't have to delete data that should be publicly accessible due to public records
Yep.
archive laws, probably, or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I was about just to say, so without mentioning agendas and minutes, they will probably should be there and needs to be there like for as long as you want it to be there. But like, I don't know, posts and user notices, maybe some events, maybe some posters, some stuff like that, you can definitely erase it, delete it if you want to. If not, you can just leave it there. Yeah.
The good news is that and this is something that I tell people when they meet with me. Typically, the files that we all put on the website are so small, like you're never gonna. You can put literally an unlimited number of things up on your website: agendas, minutes, pictures, links, all that stuff. That's by design. So it's just keep in mind that if you're worried about deleting stuff in terms of like storage space, don't worry about that because you're almost never going to run out of it. But I would also echo what Atanas and Anna said. And again, I'm familiar with Wisconsin's laws because I work there. But check with your state and see, since this is your official website, if there's a records retention timeline that you need to adhere to. If you have to notify anybody, like in Wisconsin, if we wanted to destroy an actual physical record, we had to at least notify the Wisconsin Historical Society first before we actually went ahead and did it. So just check on that just to make sure. But if you're worried about space, don't worry about it. You're covered. You won't have any issues uploading stuff. So that's not a big deal.
I think that's what is currently happening in the chat is what I love about the AMA.
Yes.
Harry is adding that if you label your file with the year, the day, and the month, then it's easier to find between all of the things. So that's really
Yes.
helpful.
Thank you, Larry. That might be the smartest thing I've heard all year so far. Honest to goodness.
Okay, we have another question from Jennifer.
Jennifer, can you remind me how to update a PDF under forms and permits? It's been a moment, and with our change to Juniper, we are making a lot of much needed updates to our 100-year-old forms. Do you really have 100-year-old forms? I hope you're having a laugh with us, but do you really
I thought that's 100-year-old form is only possible in Europe.
At least 50. Oh, I love that. At least 50.
I love it.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Oh, God bless him. Wow. Anna, do you think you could tackle this one for us?
Yes,
I'm guessing you're probably jumping into the
definitely.
back end really quick. Into the
Definitely, yes. I'm just gonna go to Jennifer's website. It's East Troy, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? Yes, I got it. Okay,
the
so
home
you
of
are
Alpine Valley.
you are on Juniper right now. Let me just go there, and I'm gonna share my screen really quickly. So, okay. So here we are, Town of East Troy website, forms and permits. There it is. So for example, if you want to update any of these links, of course, you can use the page builder, go to the page in question, and then you can click on this blue pencil here. Then you will see the pop-up window. You can just make it bigger if you want to. And for example, you want to update the first one. Application for licenses and permits, solicitors, canvassers, transit merchants, and peddlers. Click on it. Make sure that you click on it. And then you can go to this here. You can open it. You can see the URL here. I'm just making sure that you see all of this. So what I would, let's say, what I would suggest for you, maybe it's a bit difficult, is to, before this, go to the media library and upload the new form or permit or whatever, and then you can copy that URL when you upload it on media library. For example, like this, I'm going to show you. Let me just jump on the other window real quick. Okay, so again, I'm on Town of East Troy. So media library here, add media. For example, I have added, let's say this one. You have plumbing permit here. So I have added it. I'm clicking on it. This is the URL that you're going to use. Copy, paste here. Let's see. And you are going to paste it.
Oh, don't forget to switch your screen. There we go.
Yes,
Yes.
there it
Yes.
is. So again, click here, and then you can just paste it. I'm not going to paste it because it's not the same one, but yeah, paste it here. And when you are done, you can just click save like this. It's easier for you because it's not messy. Let's say it like that. You can easily do it like this. Just go up down there and go here, and then you can add it through here. So it's the same thing, add media file. But I think it's going to be messy. For example, like this. See, you have the link now, and then you need to click on it. Then you need to put text on display, current window, blah, blah, blah. But you already have that predefined. So I don't think, in my opinion, you don't need to do that. So we can just remove this, and that's it. And then when you're done, click apply. Don't forget to click publish, and that's it. You have the form there. Basically, this is for all the links on the website. You can do this process for any link on the website. I hope this was helpful.
That was helpful for me.
Too difficult for
Absolutely.
them.
That was awesome. I think I learned something today. That's awesome. Thank you for explaining that, Anna. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And that's, again, another great question. Thank you for asking that, Jennifer. That's why this exists. We have a few minutes left. We certainly can. We can go a little bit longer. And I already told Nell this. I have to jump off in about 5 minutes because I have another meeting coming up. But if we don't have any more questions, that's totally fine. If you have more, though, keep them coming. As long as Atanas and Anna can stick around for a few minutes, we could do a little bit more. But I love doing these. I love that we get questions from you guys. I love the ideas that you guys share. Something that didn't really become relevant until right now, and I don't want to talk about myself a whole lot, but I'm also an adjunct college professor, and one of the ways that I've found that we all learn is from what everybody else is doing. And so I love that there's idea sharing, and I love that the four of us are talking about things, and there's just this whole great brainstorm happening right now. And Atanas has this big technical brain that we just love so much. Like, this is great. I love doing this. This is so fun. Jennifer is good. Thank you for having us. Emmy, thank you for being here. Watch the tutorials. Barb, you're so welcome. We're all happy. Again, if you need to leave, go ahead. We're going to stick around for a little bit, but this has been totally fantastic. I love that you guys are all here and asking amazing questions. We might have one more that just came in. Yes, there is. Mm-hmm. Sherry, is there a way to post a photo of a board member and have their contact info next to them, not below or above?
Yeah,
I want to say yes.
I'm gonna jump in. Yeah, definitely. I think that we have, let's say, some kind of a tool that we can use there on the page where you can put the text next to the picture, not above or under it. Definitely. So we can do that.
Would you like to see that now, or would you like to have us do that for you, or what are you thinking, Sherry, in terms of getting the answer? Just drop it anywhere in the chat, in the questions, doesn't matter.
Now, please.
Yeah. I'm
Now,
just
please.
going
I wasn't finding it. Brandy,
and
do it.
yeah, I'm just going to share the screen again. So let's see if I have the right one. Okay, Town of Barton. I'm here. I have too many of them open. Yeah. So what is the page in question? I suppose it's town context or town board or something like that. Yeah, town
Building
board.
inspector.
Oh, building inspector. Let's see.
Building inspector.
Building inspector. Yes, it's in draft, so somebody has been playing with it. Somebody is trying to do something on it. Nice. Okay. Yes. So here, you did the call out, which is great. So I was, I was about to suggest the same thing, but I think that we have something else. Let me just check. We have the call out, and I think that we have the slider. Yes, this one here. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So the slider here, when you see the items, see. So you can select the picture here. Okay, Jeremy it is. And then building inspector. Let me just click apply. So it's going to be here. I don't know why did this. Okay, let's put it here. Maybe it's visible more. Inspector, apply. Oh yeah, it's white. I don't know why. Why do we have white color of these letters here? Okay. So yeah, item title color, none. Primary color. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me just okay. So
Oh, I think I see him.
for
Yep.
example, yeah, for example, we're going to play with it. We can just put it somewhere else. We can just also make the picture larger, or let me just do it like this very quickly. So the layouts, 2 columns here, for example. Yeah. And then we can put this call out here. Yeah. So now it's better, definitely better. It's smaller. So you have the text and you have the picture. Also, yes, as I mentioned, the text can go up, down, wherever you want it placed. But yeah, this is just for show. I'm going to modify it a bit later. But yeah, we can definitely do that. It's going to be next to the picture, not up or down.
Sherry asked a quick follow-up question, and I'm going to quote her directly. Oh my gosh, how do I find out how to use all these tools? This would be a great opportunity to sit with Nikita on a training call with her and learn about all this stuff. And I'll be honest with you, when I was a Town Web customer, and when I was a Town Web customer, I didn't know all the tools. So if you want to know about more, we can definitely set you up with an appointment with Nikita, and she can go over all this stuff in real time, just a one-on-one Zoom like that. That's the best way to go about doing it.
Definitely, yeah. Nikita is the person to go to, and she will just explain everything. And if not, sometimes you just forget. It's not a problem. We're here to help you out and support.
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sherry, I posted the link for the training in the little chat box. So you can just click on the link and select a time spot with Nikita to train you. And don't worry, also the first time that I was like,
Well, I think unless you guys want to stick around, I think we might close up shop. I see Larry is typing something, so I have to wait for that because I want to see what he's going to say. But we've gone an hour. This has been absolutely amazing, as it always is. Larry, you're welcome. Thank Atanas and Anna and Nella.
Yes.
Don't thank me because I didn't add a whole lot. I'm just air traffic control. That's fine. But thank you everybody for being here. Again, you will get a copy of this recording once it's finished. And Nella will send that out to everybody. So if you missed something, or if you want to watch it again, or you kind of need a refresh, anything like that, you will definitely get this. So keep an eye out for it. And I just want to, again, one more time, I just want to thank everybody for coming. Might be my most favorite thing that I do in terms of working, but keep an eye out for the next one, because we do. What do we do them, Nella? Do we do them like quarterly? Do we do them monthly? I don't remember how often we do these.
We do them quarterly, yes.
Perfect. Not often enough. I love that. That's just because you want to see us, Brandy. That's all. But we want to see you too. But yes, keep an eye out. There will be another one next quarter. So great to see so many of my cheeseheads here, and people from all over the country. It's so great. But have an awesome day wherever you are. Hope the weather's beautiful, and take care.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Barb.
Bye,
as well for
everyone.
attending. And
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.